So I returned isn't the word, but I left the dog I have been sitting for quite a while now, for months. We sort of have joint custody of him, the owner and me, so to speak. And now I've returned him today, and I feel so... those are a real nasty one, but hopefully if I can combine these ones, we should be okay, I think. Yeah, so it feels a bit, you know... It's so empty now without him, but I can still sort of... I still steal the neighbor's cat every now and then. He likes being over here, so it's not that bad. It's win-win. He's unusually cuddly for a cat, because I wouldn't say that I'm a proper cat person. I don't dislike them, but I'm not so good at reading cats and understanding their communication, you know. Since I'm used to dogs, and I worked with dogs for years, and I grew up with dogs, so that way I understand dogs to a much higher degree with their body language and stuff. We had a cat when I was growing up, but before we had the dog. So I was very young then, and he was more wild than tame though. I think he was an unwanted cat from my maternal grandmother's. So I think their little feline got impregnated by some Thomas O'Malley walking around. And Grandma's kitten was apparently, I never met it unfortunately, but apparently it was a very sweet little girl cat. And then she got kittens, which weren't planned, and one of those our family took over, my parents, but it was very much more wild than tame, and in a sense cats always are, they will always be. I mean, they're much more how do you say? They're much more independent, of course, than generally any other. Oh, you bastard! Better get rid of that. I need something with a little more oomph here, I sense. So... maybe I should use something to stop them. Now I'm gonna stop them with a flower. Which isn't really enough, I feel, but what can I do? Die! You have to die! Now! Oh, I didn't pick any stars this time. No, I didn't. Well. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, I promise. As long as we don't get a lot of dolphin zombies soon. Take that in case it doesn't die before. At least also these kernel ones slows the zombies down as well, which is always nice. Oh, I wanted to get it there. I've misplaced it. Not bad. Well, anyway, he was like climbing on top of the on top of everything, basically. He was climbing on top of the walls. You had a like kind of what's the word for it? Oh, I've forgotten now. Sorry. Oh dear. Well, let's see how this goes. No, there's so many of them. They... Oh, at least the kernels actually hit them. Or the butter, the melted butter. That's a good thing. I didn't remember that. It's very good because it means that at least... I mean, at least here they're pretty well sorted. I can put one of these there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Wow. I always forget what I'm talking about. I'm not that brilliant at multitasking, but this is a good training for me to train multitasking, actually. Oh yeah, the kitten, the cat. Mirre. I was sort of scared of him because I was so young and rather, you know, before I understood why and how cats operate, you know. I thought he was, you know, he sneaked outside of the window when I was going to bed, and he was I felt someone staring at me trying to sleep when I was a kid, and then I looked out and just saw these two bright shining eyes just staring at me. No, because he didn't mean anything by it, but it just scared me then. And then I also remember he fell into the bath once when my sister, one of my sisters, was bathing, and he... Oh my god! I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I need to get one of these here before we get too late, I think. I tend to forget the middle one. It's that I usually have problem with when I do these. Well, anyway. That will make them sort of go ding 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 ding, which actually deals a lot of damage, considering that you know, they can't choose any other route. So going between their back and forth is going to cost them quite a lot of health, which of course is very good. So it's always a good trick. Well, when he dropped into the bath anyway, my sister was in it, and she completely... he climbed up on top of her, And I don't know if I saw it or if I just heard them talking about it, because she screamed and was crying because he really put his claws into her, of course, to climb up from the bath. And it's just blood in the water. And you know how, I mean, blood freaked me out when I was young. It doesn't at all anymore, basically, but it did when I was little. And I also got, you know, when you mix blood is such a big thing, possibly when you're a kid as it is, but then it also mixed with water, and it seemed to be so much blood, you know, and my sister's back was all scratched up from the cat climbing up from her. And he wasn't a homely cat. I mean, he really would have made a much better outdoor cat, but well, in the end, at our summer place that we had then, he got hit by a car running over the road, so we buried him out there because he really liked it there. And yeah, that made me hate motorists, especially those who don't even stop the car and get out. Yeah, that was a sad note to end on.